good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. The name of the day is Flipper. You can also call me Nate. You can call me Nathan. Please never call me Nathaniel. Welcome back after the no day of streaming Sundays to Monster Train, The Last Divinity. Before I jump into the challenge, I want to remind people that starting on Thursday, the open qualifier round for the Open Invitation Tournament number 5 will start a little bit before the stream starts. So if you want to participate in the tournament, the time is yours to play the qualifiers and see if you can get in. The scoring is still based on the new scoring methodology that we put together for the last tournament. It's going to be very similar. But yeah, just wanted to get that out there at the beginning. Hi to you too, David. Welcome. Let's jump into it. So we're going to do Awoken with the Sentient. So Sentient has 3 different paths. If you're not aware, I assume you're aware. Explosive, Cultivating, and Bristling. And the question is, what companion clan is going to be the best for us here? A lot of thoughts. Wormkin could be really good. But I think I'm going to save Wormkin maybe for Wildington. I think Wormkin with Wildington tends to be very, very strong as well. Or, well, Stygian's also very good with Wildington. Soul's Melting Remnant. I mean, everything's good with Wildington. No, different things are good with different upgrade paths. But I like Wormkin a lot. Umbra's also okay. Although, you typically want the Sentient up front, and you also want Gorges up front, so there's a little bit of conflict there. Hellhorn is okay. It's not amazing. There's a lot of conflict between armor and regen, and rage and stat enhancements. Not like conflict, but it's like they're kind of doing the same thing in a different way, and they don't necessarily go well together. So I think Hellhorn's out. Stygian's okay, but I think Stygian is better with Wildington because Root Seeds is so good as an incant. It's also really good with Wormkin as well. What is the best path for the Sentient? Typically Explosive is very good, unless you are going against Diligent, and then I would take Bristling. Cultivate is good as a one-off. I don't love rank 3 of it, though. I think it's just kind of awkward, to be honest, and I don't think the scaling is very fast unless you have something with more than 2 multi-strike or like more than 3 units on the floor, and that's not so common. So I'm thinking either Sentient or Wormkin. Leaning on Wormkin here. I think stat buffs with stat buffs is a really strong combination. I think the ability to bring back consume cards is very, very strong with Awoken, because Awoken has some pretty good consume cards. And how good are eggs with... I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it's both Wildwood Sap, and you can get some really cool infinites with Awoken's Rail Spike. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. with Wormkin, and we'll try it out. Sorry, I'm eating gummies, so I apologize if that's affecting the mic too much. I'm trying very hard not to make it obnoxious. Yeah, let's go with Awoken, Wormkin. We will add in Googly Eyes to not ruin our 2-game win streak. And let's jump into it. Oh, Fracture or Echo Break? I think Echo Break. Targeted damage is very, very good. Much better than Reap. If you're going to go Reap, you want... In my opinion, if you're going to go Reap builds, you need to have Spine Chief, basically, to make them work. Alright. So let's see how it goes. We have Diligent, Bramble Lash. Certainly seems like a bristling build. But let's see what we get. I'm going to start with Champion Path because if we don't get bristling, I'm going to have to pivot hard. We don't get bristling. So, if we're going to get bristling later, Cultivating is really good. And what we'll do is we'll try to get a one-off bristling to at least do damage to the garbage makers. We have Knockback Talos, which is terrible. We have Hello Zizivification. Gosh, it's been a while since I said your full name. Zizivification. Welcome to the stream. We have Arcus, which is manageable, and then we have Diligent. Okay. So, Broken, Memories, or what is it called? Wormkin, the get 5 consume cards back. Seems very appealing in this build. It's whatever you go 2 ranks of. So it will be Cultivating. I'll go 2 ranks of Cultivating with 1 rank of Bristling would be the idea. Best Wormkin artifact. No, we don't. Actually, we have 2 proclamations. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good build. Given the start already, I'm going to go Divine Hoard. Oh my gosh, Echo Seedling could be amazing. Could be terrible, but could be amazing. Could be terrible. Hey, Karis. Doing well. Doing well. This looks to be a fun build. Good opener. Just got to be careful not to ruin by taking way too much stuff, but I think Echo Seedling is too good. If we get a Wildwood Sap, we make it 0 cost, give it intrinsic. That is 20 regen turn 1. No, 15 regen. Counting is not my thing, guys. I know I've talked about this before. It's really not my thing. We're going to try to pick people off with razor sharp edges. That's the goal here. That boy do be thick. So it's very simple. Play top floor. You razor sharp, you restore, just to get echo or charged echoes out. You smack this guy. This will be damage that we will take. Like, we are gonna take damage from these guys. This is inevitable. We have accepted this. I hope you have as well. I accepted this the moment that I started this fight. We are gonna take some damage. I lied. We're gonna go completely damage free because damage is for losers. I mean, why take damage when you can literally just proclamation? In addition, I'm just thinking single restore seems fine. Toss a train store down here. Okay. Well, Bramble Lash is pretty bad here. Luckily, we can proclamate. The question is, do we want to proclamate now? It's 50. If we can do 5 damage, which we can do. We can do 5 damage. So we go 1, 2, busted, and then if I smack you, we kill everything. Not that that matters. Just kidding. Counting is not my thing, guys. No matter how hard I try, I just can't count. It is mandatory. It is mandatory that we play Proclamation here. So we're going to go 1, 2, Proclamate, this, and we should be good. We'll take 5 damage. 5 damage is completely acceptable. We're going to rock this guy's world. I'm almost done with the gummies. And then there will be no more sounds. I promise. That's an infused sting. I mean, it's an infused sting. It's not a Wildwood Sap though. This is the thing. Hello, Krautu. Welcome. Vine Grasp is also pretty good as a self-inflicting. Oh, that reminds me. Echo breaking yourself. This is Gotta remind myself about this. Echo breaking yourself is pretty good. I'm just thinking, like, how much do we want echoes? Draw we certainly want. It's a good card to just kind of, like, sack to a Diligent here. At the same time, I don't think I need it. There's another proclamation. I think Shelter... Shelter's not a bad Echo Seedling target, right? Armor's kind of weird, though, in this build. But I think it's okay. We make -1 to it. You just get a whole bunch of armor very quickly. What if... This is an insane idea. What if we -1 and spell chain it? So we can play 6 of them. And they're just going to keep stacking charged echoes, as well as just like an insane amount of really quick damage. Animus is speed. No thank you. Keeper of Echoes. Yes, please. Although Shard Soul Carver is not bad either. If we actually do that idea and we spell chain -1, like, pretty crazy. You get 6 incants plus all the armor. Seems pretty good. Question is, do you want it on the Shard Soul Carver or on the Keeper of Echoes? If we're gonna do armor, getting more armor seems pretty good. The nice thing about Keeper is that he takes up less space. The bad thing about Keeper is that he costs more. But he also is infused, which is sometimes a thing. Yeah, it could be true. We could also fit another unit easier. I think they really need to make Shard Soul Carver a 2 capacity unit. I don't like that. I would actually swap them. I would think this would be better as a 1 cost 3 capacity, and this would be better as a 2 cost 2 capacity. But anyway, just thinking out loud here. Let's take a Keeper. Make it easy. I don't know if I'm going to fit 2 of them. So, anyway, we're going to put Keeper onto the Shattered Shell. And then we're going to hit multi-strike because we're awesome. Or Large Stone. I mean, I don't hate a Large Stone Shattered Shell, but I think we're gonna get him big enough anyway. Let's just wait. We'll get unit upgrade as well here. That's honestly what we want. Having a single Shattered Shell build and having it be the Cultivate build is like perfect. We do want quick, so this is interesting. I think we're okay here. I'm just feeling like we'll be able to get enough value to make it work. So like, even watch here. We go 1. And then we play this as well. We have 2 of them for later. Absolutely fine. And I'm like thinking about this, like, self-inflicted hits to get this guy thicker. Could be the way, but I'm not 100% sold on it. I think we just do this for now. Okay, so how are we looking? We can just pop the guy up front. We're still taking... Holy crap. Spike 6. I think we're gonna sack. We're just gonna try to get as much regen as possible here. Oh wow, our guy is in trouble. Heal. Hit. Do that. Okay. Okay, now we gotta heal. We gotta heal a lot. First things first. Let's pop you. Heal you. Pop you. And then hit you. And then play this. It's not great. It's not looking great, to be honest. It's looking a bit better. It's looking a bit better. We can double shelter. So what we do is we heal you up. Shelter once. Shelter twice. Absolutely wrecked. The best part about the shelters is that they're not adding health, meaning that the Sentient will still cultivate and hit our dude. And we actually, I said we want quick. We don't want quick. We actually don't want quick because we want Shattered Shell to get the kills. That's a second shelter, but it's not as good of one. And we certainly don't want Echo Snare. I think we just skip here. Right path. Spell Chain, please. We do have Intrinsic, but we wanted Spell Chain. I don't know what the game misheard me, I guess. Please. Fantastic. There's one. And what do we get out of you? I guess we take a Bone Shine and then just like heal her up some Pyre health on a turn that's easy enough. I don't think we want... Oh, you know what? I don't mind a Massive Proclamation. Let's take a Massive Proclamation. We're at a pretty high shard count, though. We gotta be a little careful. I'm probably going to increase capacity. I'm going to do draw first and then capacity second so I get a second Shattered Shell. Because they're going to grow every time we play infusions. And more damage is more damage in the end. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. We could take another unit, though. Like, I'm not opposed to necessarily, you know, taking a second unit. But yeah, this is really good. Like, anytime we play Charged Echo stuff, it's going to be a good time. So let's go... Oh, we can do this for free. And then we can play all three of our stuffs. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Might have forgotten that that's a thing that happens sometimes. We can get two now, but I think I'd rather wait. And then hold them for later. We just gotta hope that our that Talos decides to take a trip back north again at some point. We can heal. Gotta pop a guy. And I really want to get both these guys out. We'll play the Bone Shine later. Okay, we just gotta survive. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, we're in not such a good place. We needed to actually swap the floors, which is if we do a retry here, that would be the way. So let's heal up as much as we can. Get some armor. And it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Heal up. I mean, we might as well give you some damage. Although, at the same time, I'm like, let's just heal, I guess. Alright. This is what I'm worried about. So, we're going to win because we can proclamate twice. Good thing we took plus 30 damage of proclamation. Can you believe that? Disgusting. Wow. So there's the quick if we want it. I'm really hesitant to take quick because I feel like I want the damage. Like Unleash the Wildwood might be better, but Unleash the Wildwood could be really good in a future run. So it's like hard to say, do we actually want to take this now? We certainly aren't going to take Wormkin Spike. I think there are better builds to get Tome. I think there are better builds. I think we stick with our plan. I think we stick with our plan. Well, we're not taking any of these. They're all too fat to make sense. And we'll take draw. We can check the last unit. I think we're going to go left path to remove and upgrade spells, and maybe we dupe the Shattered Shell instead. I mean, the more armor we're going to get, the better. Okay, so Shattered Shell needs... Or not Shattered Shell. Shelter needs to be free. I mean, holdover on the Proclamation seems really strong. Just to make sure, like, just to put my mind at ease that we're never going to die to, like, big bursty stuff. And again, what we want is one bristling would be the ideal here. What do you got for me? I think Cursed Vines is really strong. It's also a way to generate Cultivate triggers. Just hit yourself a whole bunch, right? What would be amazing is if I got Broken Memories, because then I could bring back the shelters after, which would be sick. But the goal is to just get massive shelter value and then hope that that's enough to win the run. Non-boss enemies restore all health when they move up a floor. Well, we're playing basically on one floor anyway. Why not put it all on the line? That seems logical. Alright, so we're going to play you in the back, you in the front, yada yada yada. We're going to play Echo Break, Restore, Vine Grasp. And by the way, it's important to play all that first because then you stack armor on top of health instead of the other way around. 1, 2, 3. Let's hope that's enough. Let's hope that's enough. We do have our big Proclamation, and we're not actually killing the guy here, so this is actually pretty good. Let's just play... Let's play this. Restore. Razor Sharp. I kind of like... you know what? Let's just kill you like this. And I'm fine with the haste. I think I want to do something like... Just trying to think. I think we still just want to scale up as much as possible here. If we don't have any unit that needs to come to the front, like, I'm happy to just scale like that. And again, we can just blast him. Restore. Razor Sharp. We could also... I feel like we're going to have enough damage. Let's just do this. This also increases damage. And then restore health to full. Cool. No, it's very true. And the idea would be that we wouldn't play Broken Memories until we cycled through the deck and went back to our shelter. That would be the way we play it. We're killing everything now, except for this guy, who is spiked up a lot here. If we go Echo Break, Restore, Proclamate, then we can heal again, smack you again. Obviously, I should smack before I heal. This is a very normal thing one must consider. Heal, weak, sauce, Proclamate, Razor Sharp, Razor Sharp. Hit this man. Oh, I can't get the Proclamate off. I guess we Proclamate. It's fine. I really wanted to not Proclamate, but like at the same time, I want to have the Proclamation to hit this guy. It's so much damage. Like, oh, whoops! I didn't even need to do that. I didn't need to do that. Okay, we're good. Heal back up. Give him a little tap. Give him a little love tap. Obviously not playing this in the ideal way, but even still. We're gonna crush this guy. He will be crushed. Anyway, that was a fun. Jack Strips is great. Love a Jack. Engraft is great. We'll take an Engraft. Oh, you know, I should have actually saved Engraft. So Wormkin Etchings brings back 3. And if we dupe it, it'll bring back 5 of them. And then we just remove Consume from it and -2. That's a way to do it. I'm a big fan of this. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. putting a lot on this. We're putting a lot on this shelter here. Shelter's got to perform. Double stack is not what we want. Let's -1 on the Engraft since we have it. +10 on the other Proclamation seems okay. Remove Consume. Hold over. Okay, we can hold over the Engraft. It's fine. And then we'll just -1 to Razor Sharp. We're probably going to yeet the Bramble Lash. And I honestly, I think we go spells here and go units here and then end off with, well, we'll see. Depends on if we're going to end up duping the Shattered Shell or not. Yeah, I think at this point we're kind of obligated to go full Cultivate. Yeah, we're definitely going to take Rubble Rubble Embers here. It's a question of do we take the extra 10 or the extra 100? I think we need to. This gives us the flexibility to decide whether we're going to take the trial or not. Spell Shield is too scary. We're not going to take the trial. So we took the 100 and the shards instead of taking the trial, which I think is completely fine. It's too scary. There's going to be some times when we need to kill things, and I want to be able to do that. So here, again, you start by smacking yourself, and you heal up. The nice thing is that we're going to clear floors like nobody's business. Oh, actually, we didn't... you know what? We should have taken the trial because I forgot about Jack Strips. We kill most of the units before they ever show up. You know what we can do is bring this guy to the front. Smack him. Heal him. And then hit him for 100. Give you a regen, let you die. Okay. Look at that. Clearing floors like nobody's business. All right, so we want to jack up the the echo breaks or the charged echoes as much as possible before we start our train here. I think this is fine. I mean, she's still growing. We do this as well. And then boom. 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 50 armor in one go is pretty good. Get you out here. And I mean, we'll play it. I really like having it in the hand. Okay, so we go 1. This is fine. Bop, bop, smack. Heal, heal. Self-inflicted. Pain. And heal. Heal. Hit you, smack you. Play this. Hit you. I think we're in good shape. We have 70 base damage. Okay, this guy's a bit scary. The nice thing is that every time he gets hit, he's going to give us like a Cultivate trigger, which is pretty sick. The other nice thing is that we can actually bring him to the front. So we can go 1. And I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to kill this guy almost entirely with Proclamations here. So yeah, we're just going to go all in on proclamating this guy to death. So that means Engraft on you. So we can play Proclamation number 1. Kill you to play Proclamation number 2. Should be pretty easy to get enough value there. Okay. So, Echo Break into Proclamation. Heal you back up as much as humanly possible. Whilst also smacking fools. And, I mean, we're already killing. But we can also smack him with the might of 1,000 smacks. There's our 3 shelters. Yeah, this proclamation's coming in super clutch, and it will through the entire run. It might also be there was like 10 words that I tried to say there. Obviously, none of them came out properly. I apologize about that. Soul Crushing Guilt, I want to save. I think this is a deck where we don't need it. In any other deck, you would want it, but in this deck, we don't want it. And again, we are praying for Consume Remove. Consume Remove. This is another double stack. Game really wants us to stack. It doesn't realize that all we've ever wanted was to remove Consume. Oh my gosh, we got it. Remove Consume, and then, do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get the spell chain? Do we get the spell chain? Oh my gosh. Oh. It's happening. It's happening, guys. Oh my gosh. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, but here it is. And whether this is good or not, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, so it's very simple. You play top floor with your buddies, you smack yourself, you restore, and you move on. Sometimes you just gotta move on. Now where things are gonna get really freaky is in the Diligent battle, because in the Diligent battle, like, weird stuff can happen. So we want to just take the opportunity to smack this man and lay out some Train Stewards here. Preferably where they're dying and things are not harvesting. So this seems like a good enough spot. Okay. What are you? Days? We eat days for breakfast. I think we're just going to smack this guy. The 16 damage I don't think is worth it when we can just self-inflict and get as much value. Somehow our man did not die here. I'm not really sure how that happened. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. It's time. The time is now. We have prepared. We've done everything that we're supposed to up to this point. We get rid of his damage shield. He's gonna get pretty thick here. This is gonna be... He's gonna get thick. Like, no denying the thickness of this guy at the end. Let me count. Let's see. We can do... If we Echo Break Proclamate... I think we can do that at the end, though. So here we go. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Proclamate. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. My friend, we have a 200 damage proclamation. We can incant him 11 times, and it doesn't matter. No, we really need to be concerned about... Oh my gosh, we got it. Okay, it's coming right back. He thought this was it. He thought he had made it. But he was wrong. Let's just... Oh my gosh. Oh, these poor guys, they're not prepared. They're not prepared. And I mean, how do you prepare? I mean, so put yourself in Arcus' shoes. How does he prepare for this? Who comes in here thinking that our boys are gonna drop 1,000,000 shelters? Okay, this does make things a little awkward. Gonna be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. So I'll tell you how we're gonna play it though. We're gonna play it like this. We're gonna shelter No Man's Land pretty hard here. We're gonna keep one. Take the opportunity to just beat some fools. You know what? Have yourself a Merry Christmas. You're gonna die anyway. Let's just smack you. Then smack you again. Now we can shelter, and only the Purge card doesn't even get increased, and we're still fine. But who boy? No. So the problem with Diligent is not that we can't consume things. Like that's fine. Like we're consuming the vine grasps. Everybody's happy. The problem with Diligent is that we're not going to get guaranteed shelters back. That's the issue. But I think honestly, 1 or 2 rounds of shelters is going to be enough. Like it's so good. Anyway, let's continue this whole thing. Smack ya, smack ya. Heal, heal, and I really couldn't be bothered to like fight enemies when we can just smack fools like we are. Hit ya, smack ya. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. It's like one of those rare occasions where like oh my god. We're gonna finish off Arcus. He's gonna come up here thinking like, yeah, okay. 85 armor, you know, I could deal with that. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. He thinks he knows, he doesn't know, you know? Like sometimes you come in thinking like you know, but you just don't know. Alright. I mean, our man's already dying. So he's starting off in a rough spot. But he doesn't even know. He cannot fathom what is coming his way. Instantly tripling armor on the Sentient seems okay. Seems reasonable. Now imagine imagine just for a second if we get add a charge that go on consume. Just picture it in your mind for a moment. Also, we're duping the shelter, so that's going to help things out a lot too. Unearth remains. We can't take it because it consumes, but otherwise it would be really good. We're taking... I think we take capacity at this point. And we're going to go right path, or sorry, we're going to go... I think we go right path because we want to dupe the shelter, and then we... or unit first or shelter first? Shelter first. We dupe the shelter first, then we upgrade him and dupe him. That's the play. That's the play. We didn't get any consume things. Oh! Oh, calcified embers. Too right, my friend. I guess we don't play them. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we then don't dupe... Maybe we don't dupe shelter then. We still gotta dupe shelter. We're still gonna dupe shelter. We might have to yeet some of them. It's too good. It's way too good to just not dupe it. Get a second one. I think we're gonna end up yeeting them actually, which is kind of sad. We'll take a gift of gratitude. Maybe we'll play them on this ring, and we'll use them as literally a way to generate more money for us. And then we'll yeet them. And cultivate 3. These vine grafts are fantastic at using the Sentient with cultivate. Spikes, where we're going, they don't have spikes. All right. It's very important that we start playing this proclamation somewhere where it counts. You know what we're gonna do? Okay, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play it. And then, oh my gosh, we get to do it now. I think we're fine. This is my theory. My theory is that we're fine. I have to believe because... Okay, so here's what we do. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have... Guys... The coins, they do be callin'. I can't just ignore the coins. We're gonna shelter. It's not a great shelter. We're gonna... Gotta think about this. We have to play Wormkin Etchings. That's mandatory. We also gotta get... You guys are gonna hate this. This is like, there's like greed, and then there's what I'm about to do. This is beyond. We're gonna literally play the shelter so that I can echo break the collector. It's too much. It's too much even for me. But at the end of the day, I've got to do what feels right, and it felt right. You know? It felt right. Play Wormkin Etchings, Gift of Gratitude. We'll keep the shelter for later. I mean, certainly we have a lot of Ember. No one can deny that we have plenty of Ember here. How do we have 2 of them? Oh yeah, wait, we have 2 of them. Guys, we have 2 shelters. We're fine. Vine Grasp, heal. Play a Fool in here, I guess. I mean, it's good because it's just like 1 more buffer. Shelter. 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 I really don't want this guy up top. I really, really, really don't want him up top. I hate it, but I'm going to do that so I can proclamate. I think it's very important that he does not live. Okay. So now, play this. Play this. Why did I put you here, Train Steward? I'm just an idiot, I guess. 1, 2, Vine Graph, smack, and then 1, 2. Seems like a really bad decision. Okay, so there's the purgy one. Let's play this. Get you out. Razor Sharp. Heal. Weak Proclamation. Big Proclamation. Smack. Armor. Play you out here. Okay. I'm still feeling really confident though. I think we're in a really good spot. So we got to delete the Bramble Lash and maybe some other things. We have to just see. Pop you. Maybe we actually kill this guy. Like this is fine. This is less fine. And then we pop him. These guys are gonna die naturally. Okay. So now it's all about getting ourselves back up to like a healthy spot, and starting with a etchings is really good. Let's see what we end up getting here. Both shelters. You can't be unhappy about that. I mean, you can. You'd have to be insane to be unhappy about that. I'm also thinking like, what if I put the Train Steward up front? At first? I guess he's doing 41 damage. We probably should just heal you up. Okay. Proclamate. Just want to get as much charged echoes as possible. I don't think I can afford to echo break though. The net value just isn't there. We can just Echo Break you twice. And then boom. 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 That should be enough. Yeah, we're crushing. But again, as my saying goes, why win when you can really win? Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay. So priority here is yeets. We got to yeets. A lot of stuff, actually. We got to yeet Bramble Lash. We got to yeet... You know, well, we could go right path. No. We want two. We want two. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there you go. So, anyway, that was fun. You guys had fun? I had fun. That was a fun run. What? Alright, game. Game's gonna do what it's gonna do, right? Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you wreck. I mean, there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. Get rid of the Bramble Lash. We can yeet one Excavated Ember, that's it. But I think that's fine. That's enough. Do we press our... I mean, we can press our luck here. Like, it doesn't matter. I think. The only issue is that if we don't get the shelters early, we could be in a lot of trouble. But even then, like, as long as we inspire, like, 3 or 4 times, we're going to be fine for the first couple of turns. We only have to outlast, like, a few turns. We can heal. We can use restores on our sweepers if we need. I think we're in a good spot. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We don't take any more shards. We've already greeted enough. And for the first time, we're going to play on the bottom floor because we don't want any trash in the deck. Yeah, so unfortunately, we are going to have to forego... Now these purges, they don't ever get in the deck. Because they purge. Guess we should just have a habit of always playing them first. Anyway, we're going to probably just kill this guy. We want to play the 0 cost ones first because they give us more charged echoes than the 1 cost ones. Then we can play Proclamation. Then we can play both of these. Turn 1, by the way. Turn 1. This is what we ended up with. Actually insane. Okay. This is an interesting turn. We're going to go Excavated Ember. 1, 2, 3. Proclamation. Give us some extra Ember. Wormkin Etchings. And I think here we just want to try to save damage. Can we do enough? If we Vine Grasp, it's only going to be 11... 13. Okay, so then we just kill you. And start removing spell shields. Oh, we couldn't afford it anyway. Alright, so we Vine Grasp this Joker. And, I mean, it looks dire. Certainly looks dire. My friends. The reasoning behind removing Excavated Ember is so that it doesn't muddy up the pool. We want this to be filled with shelters. So 1 less Excavated Ember means 1 more chance we get a shelter. That was the idea. We're going to have 4 shelters. That we have them here. Here's the 4. And then we have 2 Excavated Embers. So there's more likely a chance we get all 4 or at least 3. rather than getting potentially 2, which would not be so great. Just watch our armor here, though. Because remember, every one of these grants us 2 charged echoes. $30, $34, $36, $38, $40. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not to mention that every single one of those that creates a charged echo increases the damage of Shattered Shell. It's like a half root seeds every time. To both of them. Because of the essence with what is it called? Whatever that unit is called. Okay, we gotta play this first. Play you. Charged echoes. Give you damage. Restore, restore. Keeper of Echoes, yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm gonna keep trying to burn down his spell shield here. Keep Vine Grasping. Jawworm, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is a good way to start off a hat trick. Now, the only issue is that we lost some of like the best stuff. Like we lost Shelter, we lost Proclamation, we lost is it Wormkin Echoes? Is that what it's called? Wormkin Etchings. We lost Wormkin Etchings. So we did lose a lot of like our really good stuff, which is obviously not ideal. But I think there's a lot of other things we can still use. Also Engraft. Engraft is the one I'm actually the most sad about because I feel like we did not need to take the Engraft, and I am regretting it pretty hard, to be honest. Get another restore. All right, here we go. You ready? Round 2. That was not good. That was bad. That was a very stupid play what I just did there. Also Vine Grasp. And Proclamation. Echo Break. Proclamation. Okay, we get 3 though. Which is pretty good. And you always want to play the consume ones first because they give you more charged echoes. 30, 32, 34. So 450 armor. Typically that's enough on a single unit to kill Seraph when you're doing 800 or 118 damage. We're taking quite a lot of damage though, surprisingly. We do have 1 Shelter Purge we can use as well. But let's just do this. Okay, we're gonna play it out as one does. Give you more damage. Restore, restore. Shelter. Proclamation. Hey. 299 is the damage we're taking out of, well, frankly a lot. And we're getting a lot of Cultivate triggers as well. I like how it just bounces back and forth between the 2 units. The Cultivate triggers. It's funny. Alright. So that's pretty good. Now we have to finish it off. I think we're good. The only thing that's scaring me is mini-bosses, but what is helping me to feel less scared about mini-bosses is the fact that we have these proclamations, and we can proclamate them all the way up. I'm also wondering if it does make sense to play on the bottom floor, just to try to get more kills with the Shattered Shells. One kill, 2, 3. After all the hits, that's going to be a ton of extra Cultivate triggers. Like, I wonder if we could actually... I think we can certainly survive it. I just don't know if it's good. I guess the advantage would be we'd kill everything, and then on the next floors, we can proclamate whatever survives. Maybe that's how we play it. So we'd play you. We'd play you. Look at this. The Cultivate triggers alone get the Shattered Shell to do enough damage to clear the whole floor. Isn't that insane? It's 93 damage is what we'll end up with. That's crazy. And that's before we played all the stuff. And so we're not even like we got stuff to play. Oh crap, I just realized we're gonna have a whole bunch of purging ones. That's fine. That's fine. We are gonna lose a dude, but in the end I think it's fine. And then we'll have those shelters show up sometime. Okay. Play second Shattered Shell. This one I want to be in the it doesn't matter. They're all sweep. It's all sweep anyway. Okay. Would be nice if I could actually kill this guy. Is it possible? It is. I'm gonna kill this guy. He will be killed. And then we just hit you. Because it doesn't matter after that point. Sick. Alright, here we go. Big turn. Big turn coming in. Let's start with Excavated Ember. Heal. Heal. I think here we can again... Oh, you know what? If we bring him to the front, he dies first. There's a trick there. He dies first because the sweep will hit him, and then the rest will not have spikes. It's a little bit of a weird thing, but it does work. But also... Yeah, we're good for the rest of the fight. We're doing right now 180 plus 150, so more than 300 damage. And we haven't even seen the proclamation yet. Okay, so this is where we're going to get a good glimpse of how strong this deck really is. With double proclamate, I think we're in good shape. We just bring this guy to the front. And graft. And graft. Double. Love to see it. Oh, it'll get there. We'll get turns when it'll basically get to the divinity. Look at that. We did incap this guy to like 25 damage, but at the same time, we're killing the mini-boss. And our boys are doing way more damage. They're almost to 100 now, base, or one's 100, so this is 300. This is almost another 300. Okay, so we get 2 shelters here, which is also very good. Play that. Play 1, 2, shelter, shelter. Proclamate. I'm gonna do this here because I do still feel like we need to set. Oh, you know, I could have brought one of them forward and killed them, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's hit you. We lose all of our armor there, which is obviously not what you want to see. It's more spikes, so again we just bring the spikes to the front and suddenly it's no spikes. Play this. Where is our... It's at the very bottom, Wormkin Etchings. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much damage he's gonna take here. Let's heal you back up as much as we possibly can. I think we just keep echo breaking. Oh no, I want to echo break here. Let's go 1 echo break, and then a shelter, and then, oh crap, we can't proclamate. Echo break here. Now we have 2. Now we're good. Oh wow, look at that. Their health is so high now that the Sentient has started healing them instead. Amber Drain. Good thing we have Proclamation. That was almost scary. Also, we're just killing this guy. But look how low we get. 21 HP. Could not be any more clutch here with the shelters. Razor sharp, and just hit you. And then it starts. I think the next wave, absolutely, it's a flying kill. Look, we're already doing 975. We can even sack the Sentient and still be fine. Okay, this should be one of the biggest turns we've ever had. Let's see. 1, 2. The Sentient had none, so we'll be able to see exactly how much armor we generated in total. 80. 110. 142. 176. 200 Ember at one time. Also get hit for 200. Wow. Well, friendo, it's kind of over for you. You had a good run. You did your best. Nobody can take that away from you. But in the end, I'm afraid this was not good enough. Boom. Okay, that's pretty good. First run, success. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Without Echo Right, in fact. Although we lost a lot of really good stuff here. If you look at our run summary, like we got top tier cards are gone. No Shattered Shell, no Proclamation, no Engraft, no Razor Sharp Edges, no Shelters, no Wormkin Etchings. All fantastic cards. We can't take any of them. But we're gonna try. We'll try.